Naughty Dog, what happened? This was supposed to be a masterpiece. We all waited 7 years for this to be a masterpiece, and this is what we get. This terrible fan fiction that you could find on Tumblr, except Tumblr's better fan fiction. Naughty Dog made the Uncharted series, and The Last of Us 1. And now they made this. This game is a disaster. I'm sorry, guys. I wish it wasn't. At first I was white knighting for this game. I thought it was going to be great, but it turned out to be awful. Like, its writing is the biggest issue. Now, I already went on a rant about how Joel's death, they could have prevented it, but they didn't, even though they really could have easily. How Joel announced to everyone who he was, then got killed, and they somehow assumed it was the right Joel. And here's another thing about the writing. Like, here's another thing that happens. Spoiler alert. Ellie doesn't even follow through with her goal at the end. She's about to drown her enemy, Joel's killer. But she doesn't do it. She decides to just stop. So basically, all your hours of progress was for nothing. It was all for nothing. Just for Ellie to let her go. And Joel, you know how little screen time he has before he gets killed? Maybe they could have featured those flashback sequences first to show us how their relationship has evolved before they just kill him off like that. And how did Tommy start being shot in the back of the head? That happened at one point. And another thing, the health bar is white now instead of green. So when you lose health, the empty parts of it are light gray, so you can't see how much health you have as easily as you can in The Last of Us 1. And you know what your reward is for trudging through this awful piece of trash? A big feeling of disappointment. This is one of the only games recently I've played that's put me to sleep. So, this is boring. Let me break it down for you. 50% of the game is walking, 35% is awful storytelling, 10% is trying to find out what you're supposed to do in this area, 5% is actual fun shootouts. But I'm going to take a break from crapping on this game. I'm going to say some things I like about it. The visuals are incredible. The gunplay is better than ever. The gameplay is a lot more dynamic. The voice acting was great. In the world, I did like it being more open at first, but I feel like it's just padding it out. And again, the shootouts are really, really fun, but they're so infrequent, it doesn't even make playing through this game worth it. I had to watch it on YouTube. I had to watch this game on YouTube so I could do this review, because I didn't want to trudge through it all the way until the end. I'm just disappointed. A lot of people are. But this is being hailed like the game of our generation by all the critics, giving it 10s. Just pretty much every single critic's giving it a 10 or a 7. Nothing lower than a 7 they're giving this game, even though it is a piece of trash and anyone can see it. Even people who haven't played The Last of Us 1 don't like it. It started off promising. I want to like it, but I just can't. Because it's so poorly written, it's boring. This is an awful sequel. But, you know what? I'd hate to end this on such a down note. I'm going to start hitting you with some real games, okay? Do you just want a really fun shooter? You just want to have a lot of fun? Well, I'm about to show you the perfect game for that. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, boom, Doom Eternal. This game is awesome. Ooh, you want to play something that has a good campaign and a really good multiplayer? Titanfall 2. And what about a game where you can just play with your buddies and have a lot of fun? Even though its writing kind of sucks. Borderlands 3 is the game for you, I say. And oh yeah, also the weapons are all randomly generated, so you're going to be finding new weapons everywhere. Now, what if you wanted to play something else really good? What if you wanted to play the remaster? It's honestly one of my favorite games of all time. Well, Persona 5 Royal. This is an improvement over the original in almost every single way, and I love it. This deserves to be the third highest rated game on the PS4. I really can't stress enough how much fun I had. It never drags like most JRPGs do, but what if you're a Battle Royale kind of guy? Boom, Apex Legends. Now, what if you just want to play a fun platform where it just makes you happy playing it? Rayman Legends. But what if you want to play something on Nintendo Switch? Well, this is on there. And these other games, I don't have Switch footage, but I can tell you about them. Breath of the Wild is a beautiful masterpiece of an open world game where there's something new to explore around every corner. It's a beautiful game. I can't stress enough how good it is. Or what about a fun 3D platform with a ton of variety and content? Well, Mario Odyssey has you covered. I love Mario Odyssey. It's an incredible game. Or what if you just want something really chill, without conflict, something that you can just play, something just laid back, very laid back. You can just if you don't want to play something too, you just don't want to play something too crazy, just hop on Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's still a fun game, despite being very relaxed. It's a very fun game. Now, thank you for watching this video. If you liked this review, then make sure to subscribe and leave a like. Alright, that's it. See you. Final verdict is a 4 out of 10, by the way, for The Last of Us 2.